Hello, it's Coy, and welcome to the Eclectic Cottage, where we are working on our Junkity junk journal. Yeah, we're working on, this is what I have. We have our 5 signatures. We're ready to start adding a few things. Look at that big, oh, that's not a pocket. Look at those ladies. Okay, we've added a couple of things. We've put a little bit of paint here and there, and made some giant Audubon tucks. I don't think I'm going to leave this Audubon next to this Audubon. But for now, this is where it resides. Those ducks are still trying to get their snail, and they haven't reached him yet. Anyway. Oh, and little Bun Bun. Little Bun Bun. Okay, this morning I was watching my friend Louise, our friend Louise, from Louise W. Designs. She has been promising to give a little tutorial on her open spine cover. The one she did for her her Latin Christmas journal. And even though I'm not in the market to make a cover right now, I thought I still wanted to try it. So I'm going to try it on just a little, just a little scrappy book to add to one of the pockets in our journal. And I thought I'd turn the camera on and bring you along with me. And I'm going to use this. This is the fabric that we almost chose for the color of our Junkity junk journal. But we decided to go with our stripe instead. If you recall, this is the stripe that we chose. This is the cover that we made. Okay. And this is the fabric we chose not to go with. So I'm going to use this for the spine of just a little paper journal. I guess I'll make it this size. Why not? All right, and I'm going to just use a piece of paper out of our folder. We've got a couple of folders. I think you've noticed we have, if you've been here, this is the fairy folder. I painted her, actually she's done with pencils, color pencils. So we have a folder here full of possibilities, things that we've been collecting as we shop our stash. And hopefully some of you are putting together some groups of pages from your stash, things that you'll be able to select from as you're making pages for your new journal. Okay, and I have 2 folders, and I would assume that that's going to keep growing. So this is just a thin, scrapbook paper, and I want to make this my cover for our little scrappy journal. And because the fabric now is heavier than the paper, maybe we'll go ahead and back it, make it a little bit stronger at least. So we'll borrow a page here from our Forbidden Secrets book. And I'll glue this to this. After we decide what size should we make our little scrappy. We can make it big because we have big pockets to fill. Big pockets to fill. Where's it? One we just had. Okay. Like we have a pocket so big that we can fit almost. All right, so we know that this is 12 by 9-ish. Well, not every page is 12 by 9. Anyway, we can make our scrappy I don't want to make it, well, we can make it. Why not? Let's make it scrappy, and it'll just have a couple of pages in it. And we'll make it a regular size. We'll make it half the size of this paper. All right. So let's glue the whole thing on. Where's my Scotch? My Scotch Create glue stick. I don't mind the Scotch Create glue stick if I'm not going to make any mistakes, if I'm not going to get the glue anywhere where it doesn't belong. It's actually not a bad glue stick, but just the thought of the way it dries, so not clear. It's shiny. It's clear but shiny. That is a real turnoff to me. But other than that, it's a pretty good glue stick. It lasts a long time, and I understand it sticks pretty well. People swear by it. All right. And our blue scissors. So how is everybody today? I'd be interested to know what you got going on your desk. Are you in the crafting mode? Or are you in the watching mode? Sometimes we just need to sit back and watch, especially if we're feeling uninspired. And hopefully, if you have subscribed and you're getting notifications, you can keep up with, you know, the videos here as, you know, as they're coming through. And if you hopefully would be able to find some kind of inspiration here and decide to go ahead, shop your own stash, and craft along with us, because we're planning to get kind of creative here. And I think this is a good start. This is a place, what could we put in our little, you know, our journal? This is going to be a little makeshift couple-page journal that we're stuffing in a pocket. And we can add some creative thoughts and ideas here. What could you do with this? Once it's a journal, let's think of different things that we can do with it. Okay, so what I think I saw her do is, one thing I'm sure she didn't do was lose her fabric. Okay, what I saw her do was take her covers, and she was using a hard shell covered book cover. But we're just using some scrapbook paper. So I'm just using the idea. I'm not going, you know, completely with what she did. And then she used this for the spine. And we don't need our spine to be as wide as this piece of fabric. But I'm not going to cut the fabric down either. I'm going to... Maybe I'm not going to... Maybe it's not going to be this tall. Nope, 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 nope. We're going to cut it down a little bit. So that this fabric is in the center. And we've got, you know, maybe 1.5 inches here, 1.5 inches there. Let's go ahead and square it up also with our trimmer. First of all, let's square up this edge over here that's not looking very cute. All right, I'm going to cut a couple of inches off of the bottom. We could use that for a pocket on the inside, the part we're trimming off. And it's going to have very few pages in it. All right, it's possible we may use those for pockets. Okay, so what I saw her do, again, she, you know, you can make the spine as, you know, you can make the spine pretty wide because we would have a wide piece of fabric, but we don't need that much space because this is just a little something that's getting tucked inside a pocket inside our journal. So we don't want it to be too bulky either. All right, but we do want to leave some space in order to sew our signatures in, yeah? All right, so I'm just going to leave a little room on each side of the center line. And we'll use Scotch. All right, I'm going to leave approximately the same amount of space at the top as on the bottom. And I don't have to worry about top or bottom. Okay. Okay, I don't know. All right, so that, and then we're going to do the same thing on this one. I'm going to go ahead and glue all the way on here so we can maybe, she said that you can. I don't think she did on hers, but I think we're going to go ahead and glue all the way around so this piece of fabric glues onto the other piece of fabric, creating our spine. Okay, now we need to decide if we would like to use these for pockets, and I don't know why not. We'll cover up our fabric a little bit on the inside, but that's okay. This is a junk journal. That's what we do. And I will... Let's get our signature sewn in before we put our pockets. Let's create a signature first. Okay, so this is sticking together. This is our spine. Oh, it's so cute, Louise. I like this idea. Let's Rachel our corners. Hi, Rachel. Roxy's Creations. And isn't it amazing that we're going to have big old pockets that are able to hold things of this size? We could even put some lace around the edges if we were so inclined, but I'm not sure that that's, I'm going to go to that extent right now. All right, Louise, I'm not sure if this is exactly what you had in mind, but this is how mine's coming out. And so far, I'm liking it. Snip off these little corners so they're not so weird looking. All right, and our papers. What can we use for paper? I guess I could have had this a little bit more organized for you guys, but this is how we craft. This is how we craft. All right, this is some note paper out of a planner. I like that it says notes right there. Some of these rulers are just awful as far as having measurements. Where's my regular ruler? It's buried and I'm not going to look for it while we're filming. All right, so let's see. I think I do want to just have that notes thing in the middle and have it as the front page. Maybe because it says notes, even though I'm probably wasting paper. It's okay. right. I'll just take the notes part off and glue it onto whatever it is we use. And let's start with this. Junkity junk journal. Perfectly imperfect. All right, I wanted to have at least one page kind of the right size. What do I have? What do we have? What do we have? Me and that bright white are not fans of each other. We're just not fans of each other. All right, our first page is going to just be this. And so is our second page. I guess maybe we'll have this one white page. And we only need one or two more. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is 4 pages enough? Should we do one more? One more page, one more page. How about bright green? Do we want to go with bright green? What is on the other side of this bright green? I don't want my address on there. We can have this. This is not a bill. Tina Pfeiffer. This is one of your pieces of paper. The Handbook of Art History. How about you could be the centerfold page? In bright green. In the center of our journal. All right, and we'll go ahead and sew it in with a pamphlet stitch. I probably only need 2 holes, right? It's only a couple little pieces of paper. I probably don't need these ginormous paper clips, but I'm used to using them. And do we want to do 2 holes or 3? Let's do 3. It's what we're used to. One in the center, one here. One here, that's close enough for me. We probably don't even need an awl for that, as long as we are using that big old needle. Still do 1, 2, 3-ish. Okay, I love that we're, building a little community here. We're sharing thoughts and ideas. This is something that I saw on Louise, our friend Louise. It's on her channel today. I'll try and link that for you if you haven't already been to Louise's channel. You can take a look. She probably gives a much better version of this than I'm giving you here. All right. Let's see. Yeah, There's reasons that we use are all. Okay. Let me do that. Let me not skip any of the steps. It's just what we do. That's what I do. Okay, with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch again, we're just putting our 3 holes all the way through the paper and all the way through our spine, which in our case here is just this piece of fabric. I hope this is easy to see. In fabric. Okay. Okay, so we're starting in the middle. I usually start on the inside. A lot of people start on the outside. I start mine on the inside. Okay, from the middle to the top, from the top to the bottom, and through, and from the bottom back in through the middle. Being very careful not to split your thread. And you want to be on the opposite side. You want your threads to be on the opposite side of this little bridge. And then we're going to tighten things up. Okay, not too tight, but tight enough where you've got some tension. But not too tight where you're going to rip something. Okay, and then we're going to tie it off with a square knot. Right over left, left over right. And there we have it. Our little scrappy journal for inside our journal. Okay, thank you, Louise, for the idea. Did I do it too tight? No, but I need to stretch it out a little. I need to even it out a little. There we go. There we go. Okay, and we have a little scrappy journal. Not a lot of pages, but that's okay. We could probably have had several signatures in, you know, with the spine this size, but that's all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pages. And do we want to add our pockets? Oh, where did our little pockets go? Here they are. I think yes. No, we don't need a pocket. Okay, and we can decorate it later. But there we have it. A little scrappy journal for inside our journal. Okay, how are we doing on time? That took a little bit longer than I anticipated. But we have time for, you know, just to pick out a little something for maybe next time. This is the, you know, one of the 2 folders I have set aside with things that I've shot my stash, things that could inspire. And oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? I like that. It's from a children's book, from a children's encyclopedia, I think. It says, the rooftop of a jungle is made of tops of tall trees. Okay, so that's the rooftop of the jungle. It knits together with vines, all knit together with vines. I'm definitely going to use that. I don't know if it's going to be right now. Maybe could we find something to decorate the front of this little scrappy thing with? I bet we could find something if we try. I think you're too big. I definitely want to find some place to use him. I think he's just cute. She's too big, or we would use her. There's Butterfly. This is just paper, the front of a book. In the front of a book. We could maybe use that for something. Oh, this little owl is cute. He's bag. He might be better used in a different way. Too big. That butterfly is cute. Some giant strawberries. Too tall. Oh, we've gone back. Oh, how about this? Got it. Got it. We got it. Okay. I have this enormous stash of cards that somebody made and then got rid of, and my son acquired it in a trade of some kind. And better get better. Oh, that would make just a cute little... Maybe I won't use that. That would make just a cute little cover for a mini journal itself, wouldn't it? Just put a couple pages in there and put something else down here. Maybe I'm not going to use that. All right, since we're going with a regular size, let's see. This is Earth Vibes. This is from Springtime Journal that I made. Just leftover little doodads, and there's so much of it. Oh my goodness. We have this. It's cute. but not it. This could be our bluebird of happiness. I always put a bluebird of happiness, or bird or birds of happiness in every journal that I make, just because I think it's a nice thing to do. Little bluebird of happiness. No. Okay, I know we'll find something. I don't really want to overthink this. Okay, is that guy weird? Is he cute? Caterpillar. He's cute, but I don't think so. There's something in here, just the right thing is in here somewhere. We're auditioning, as Rachel says. We're auditioning. Oh, here we go, maybe. That kind of looks like it, right? This is a dragon fruit. Does anybody grow dragon fruit? The fruit is actually not all that tasty, but the plant is pretty amazing. And the fruit is edible. It's definitely edible. Yes, I think that will be the one we use. Do we need anything to go with it? Like a little Florentine or a little something. I don't know. I guess not. Let's do this. Let's vintage it up a little bit. Make sure it's not looking so new. Fresh, hot off the press. Yeah, that's a little bit better. It was looking so fresh and so freshly cut and not very welcoming to me there for a minute. Something, a little piece of book page, a little something, something, something. Something somewhere. How about a little forbidden secrets? A little bit of forbidden secrets. Okay, a little here and a little there. Don't necessarily want to cover my spine fabric. So let's put that there, this here, this here, and Barbara 49 Dragonflies. This is my version. It's been so long ago that I watched Barbara at 49 Dragonflies. When she was doing a collage, she called it the top-down glue method, like the top-down method. And she, to the best of my recollection, because I never went and looked it up again. I really should, but I haven't. I like to make and this is how I do it. So I'm not sure how she does it, but I want to give her credit because that is where I saw it first. So I just put a little bit of glue to make whatever I'm collaging a one-piece unit. Here's my one-piece unit. Seems like I need a little something extra though. Like one more thing. How about this thing from Jack and the Beanstalk? We cut off yesterday. All right, so again, we're making this a one-piece unit. And then we'll go back and glue it better. All right, one-piece unit. All right, so usually this is one of my favorite things for having art glitter glue. This is my reasoning for spending a little bit more on art glitter glue, but as I started using it, I realized you really use so much less glue because of the thin amount that it ends up being pretty cost-effective, more cost-effective than I thought it would be. All right, so here's my one-piece unit, and then we're going to glue stick it with our Scotch glue stick. We need a glue page. Okay, and there we have it. We are officially decorated. Okay, that will do it for today. Thank you all for stopping by, and if you would, let me know if you're going to be crafting along, or if you would even have a thought or idea that you might like to craft along. Leave us a note in you know, leave us a note in the comments. And I was thinking maybe we could make a little Facebook group, like just a little cafe, that's not something that's curated or anything. I don't plan on spending a lot of time directing a Facebook group, but just a place where, you know, if we're working on our scrappy journals, our, what do we call it, Junkity junk journals, if we're working on those together, we can all post our pictures and, you know, open up, have a little open line of communication in a spot. Let me know if you think that could be a good idea. It's not going to be a, you know, a place where we're, you know, where I am spending an enormous amount of time directing it. I know that I have friends, my friend T, hi T, and a few people that have Facebook groups that, I mean, I don't know how these people even have a life. T, you just amaze me. You never cease to amaze me, and your ability to stay on top of everything that goes on. And that is the Junk Journal Crafts and More group. Okay, if you want to take a look at that, it's Junk Journal Crafts and More. You can go ahead and go over there, tell them, you know, tell them hi for me, and you know, say hello to all of us. And there's a lot of things over there. If you wanted to join into, you know, different swaps or just little events, there's like different things going on in that group every single solitary day. Okay, and Casa Azul is the other group that I spend a great deal of time in. That's more of a Latin themed group. You don't have to speak Spanish though, because I don't. You don't have to speak it or write it, because there's, you know, translator that translate everything everyone's saying, and that's a really fun group. And I do participate with them quite a bit as well, and have made some new lifelong friends, including you, Louise. Okay, I met Louise through Casa Azul, and several of you, I bet, and Sylvia and Anna and Esther, and just a lot of you, Nancy. Okay, a lot of you are already in that group. If you're not, go ahead and take a look. And I'm going to call it a wrap here for today. Thank you, Louise, for the inspiration, and I'll say goodbye for now, and I will see you real soon.